Morning students. In my last lecture, I have completed application trigonometry. Now, moving ahead with arithmetic progression, the chapter number 5 of class 10th NCERT mathematics. So, what is arithmetics? Arithmetic progression. This is chapter number 5. I'm teaching you the basic. This is chapter number 5. Arithmetic progressions. In short, this is known as AP. Now, what is AP? How which, which theory leads us to the AP? That suppose you have to find there's a series like 1, 5, 9, then 13, 17, and so on, and you need to find, suppose from first term you need to find what is my 11th term. So how will you find this 11th term? You will just keep on counting. This is my plus 4, then this is plus 4, this plus 4 also, this is plus 1, and so when you do that and till 11th term you count and add plus 4 to every previous number. This will give you an 11th term, but this will become tedious if I tell you that you need to find the 90th term. It will be very difficult for you. 90th term. Now one question will also arise, that what is the sum of the you see that the sum of first two terms is 1 plus 5 is 6, and sum of first three terms will be 5, this 1 plus 9 10 plus 1 15, then first 4 terms will be 28. And if I tell you to find sum of suppose 70th term to up till 78th term, you need to find the sum till 70th term, then it will be very difficult. You cannot. You first need to write the whole series and then you will add, and this will be time consuming. So what is the solution for this? Is the arithmetic progression. What is arithmetic progression? First I will see what is progression. Any progression or series. Progression means series, progress. Any series is said to be arithmetic progression or arithmetic series if I say this is my first term, this is my second term, this is my third term. Sorry. So when will we call an arithmetic series? When the difference of the any two terms is always a constant. That is, a plus d minus a is d. A plus 2d minus d, a plus d is, that is also d. That is a plus d minus, this is second term, minus my first term is d. This is my third term minus first term. Any consecutive terms, common difference is d. This is my first term, this is my second term, this is my third term, and so on. Will be called an arithmetic progression when there is a common difference d, which is constant, and it is constant for any two consecutive terms. The difference will be d only. And this will be my arithmetic progression. Now if you clearly see this, you will see that the first term is here. What is the sum? I will give you some basic terms which are used in arithmetic. First term is represented by a. A is my first term. What is common difference? Common difference, and say this is any two term you can take. This is a plus d minus a, or even you can take this a plus 2d minus any two consecutive term difference. And this is all equal to d. Common difference is d. So which is constant to through all the series. So this will be my basic of this. Now you know that you can take any three consecutive terms. If you take any three consecutive terms, suppose I am taking these three only. Now if this needs to be AP, then from here you can see that this is a plus d, Now forget about this. Now any series. This is my first series A, B, C. For any consecutive numbers A, B, C to be an AP. For this to be an AP, and AP means arithmetic progression. What I told you that the difference of any two will should be consecutive should be equal. So first I will do the difference of this and then this. What the common difference is? Common difference will be second term minus first term. Also common difference will also be third term minus second term. This is first term, sorry, this is second term minus first term, and this is third term minus second term. You cannot do third term minus first term because it need to be consecutive terms. So this will be, since this common difference, since this need to be an AP, this common difference will be equal, which implies that B minus A must be equal to C minus B. From here you can see that if you take B here and A this side, this 2B plus A, 2B equals A plus C. So for this series ABC to be an arithmetic progression, this 2B equal to A plus C, or you can even write it that this is B equal to A plus C by 2. This is arithmetic means. So the middle term is B. You can see that from this series, this B is a middle term. So this middle term is equal to the arithmetic mean of the term preceding the the midterm and the term succeeding the midterm. Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is A plus B by A plus C by 2. Now this is the basic thing you have understood. Now the series, any series, suppose this can also be the series A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D, and also there you can A minus 2D. Now if you see this difference, if you, this is second term minus first term, this is A minus D minus of A minus 2D, nothing but A minus D minus A plus 2D with D. The common difference here is D. Even if you subtract this 2, that is A minus D means nothing but A minus A plus D, nothing but D only. Common difference remains the same, which is D. Now in general I am writing the first term as, according to the notation, this first term will be represented by A, next term will be B, A plus D, then next will be A plus 2D, then next is A plus 3D, and so on. Now from here you can clearly see that this is my first term, this is my second term, this is my third term, and this is my fourth term. Now if you see this, that for first term, this term can be written as A plus, this first term can be written as A plus 0D, 0 into D, 0D. Can I write it? This because 0 into D is 0 and this is A only. Second term you can write it as, or even if this, you can write it as A plus 1 minus 1D. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now second term you can write it as A plus 1 into D is nothing but A plus 2 minus 1 D. Now this third term you can write it as A plus 2D, 2 into D, and which is nothing but equal to A plus 3 minus 1 D. Now fourth term you can write it as A plus 3D, nothing but A plus 4 minus 1 D. Now you can see the relation, that is, this is 4, this is 4, this is 3, this is 3, this is 2, this is 2, this is 1, and this is 1. So you can, in general you can write a term that this nth term of an AP, any term, nth term of an AP can be written that as A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the main formula of getting the nth term. A plus n minus 1d is the nth term. Now, what the question can be framed? I'm giving just an example. So the suppose the question is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. First, you need to check this is an AP. Yes, you can. This is, I'm giving you AP, but you can even check that this is 4 minus 2 is nothing but 2. This is 6 minus 4, also 2. This is 8 minus 6 equal to 2. And this is 10 minus 8 equal to 2. In paper, if it is given that this is an AP, you must not verify this. If it is an AP, it is assumed that the difference between the two consecutive terms is always constant. Always constant. So, assuming this is my AP, and find, it is said that find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose find the seventh term. Seventh term of above arithmetic progression. Now, here you can, I have already told you that this first term is represented by A. So according to my series, this first term will be A. This is A equal to 2. Now what is common difference? Common difference, you can take any two numbers. I will be taking first term, second term and first term. So this is my 4 minus 2. This is difference of this will give me the common difference, which is nothing but 2. This is my first term. And this is my common difference. Common difference. Now I need to calculate the seventh term. No, I know that this my nth term is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So my seventh term will be A plus 7 minus 1 into D is nothing but A plus 16. Now, as per question, the value of A is, so the value of A is 2 and D is 4. I will need to put this value here and there. So this will be 2 plus 6 into 4. Nothing but 24. Sorry, this is D is also 2. Sorry. This is also 2. B is also 2. So this is 2. So 6 into 2 is 12. 2 plus 12 is nothing but 14. Okay. Now even if you calculate this is 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, and 12 plus 2 is 14. So from this formula, I've directly got the answer that this is 14. So the seventh term is 14. Now suppose you need to find that this is my 100th term. What will be my 100th term? So what is my 100th term is? 100th term will be A plus 100 minus 1 D. Now what is A plus 100? This is A is given to be 2. So 2 plus, this is 99 into 2. Because 100 minus 1 is 99 and D also 2. So this is 2 plus 9 to the 18 and 198 is nothing but 200. This is so my 100th term will be 200. Even so, you can directly see from here that 200 term will be 200, and you need to calculate this whole bunch of, they're known to do whole bunch of calculations. So this is my basic of the terms, and even if this can be represented, the question can be from that. Suppose there is one person. This is my first generation. From here, he got 2 babies in second generation. Then each of the 2 babies have got another 2 babies. No. Now in third generation, there is, suppose there is not each of these, there is 3 babies. Generation they got 3 babies, and fourth baby 4 babies, and so on. Now what will be since I have directly given you this is first and this is 2, this will be easy. But had I been given you that in second generation there are 3 babies, suppose there are 3 babies here, there are 5 babies in this is second generation. Third generation there is 3 babies, there is 1 baby, and there is 5 babies, there are 7 babies. Now how many babies are there in 10th generation? How many babies are in 10th generation? So from here you can directly see that your first term, that is a, will be 1, and the common difference, what is common difference? D will be, you can take any two instances, 3 minus 1 equal to 2, or even if you can take is that is 5 minus 3 equal to 2, or even you can take 7 minus 5 equal to 2. This all will be 2, so value of D will be 2. Now what this is need to calculate 10 generation, how many babies are there in 10 generation. In 10 generation, how many babies will get, will be a plus n minus 1d. You need to apply this formula. What is value of a? You have taken a 1. What is value of d? What is n value of n? And n is the number of generation, and this is 10 minus 1 into what is d value? This is common difference, is nothing but 2. So this is 1 plus, this is 9 into 2. 9 to the 18 plus 1, 19. So this is 19. So there are 19 babies in 10th generation. So this whole calculation become much easier. Now, so this was how many terms are there. And we need to calculate the nth term. Now, what if you need to calculate total terms? So now, what is an, I'm not interested. Suppose in first day, someone's father, this is father of a child, give 5 rupees. Next day he gives 15 rupees, and next day he gives 25 rupees. The next day he gives 35 rupees, and so on. You can see the difference, common differences. This is 15 minus 5 equals 10. Even this is it is given the question. Given question, this is forms an AP. And if it's not, you can directly say this forms an AP divided in 10. Difference is constant, which implies that this is an arithmetic progression. This is an arithmetic progression. So the question, it is asked that what will be the total income of child in the in 30 days. 30 days. So how will you calculate the total income? This will be, this is 5 plus 15 plus 25 plus 35 and so on till 30. Now how will you do it? This one way is to write the whole complete series and add, continuously adding. This is 5 plus 15 plus 25 plus 35 plus 45 and so on. You add till you calculate everything. Now the second option is to derive a formula. How will you derive? How will you get the formula? This from this particular formula. So if you see this is in general. I'm taking general AP. So this is a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, and so on. Till I'm calculating this, my nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d. And now what is this? This is my first term. This is my second term. My third term. This is my fourth term, and so on till this is my nth term. So you can say that there is, so you can say that this. So now if you add the all of the thing, the a is a plus d plus a plus 2d plus a plus 3d, so on till nth term. So this will be a plus n minus 1d. So now we know that there are n terms, and there are, since there are n terms, there will be n a's, 1a, 2a, 3a, 4a, so on till na. So if you add the thing, whole thing, this will be give you n into a, n times a. Now if you see this series, this is d, 1d, this is 2d, 2d, this is my second term, this is my third term, and this is my fourth term, so on till this. So if you add this, this will give you, this is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus So until, see, this second term I'm getting d. So this will be my till n minus 1 and d. This is my n minus 1 d. Now the formula for this calculating this 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1 is, this is n into a, and this is n minus 1 n into n minus 1 by 2 into d. Now if you take the LCM as 2, this is the formula, you need to remember this. No need to even need to remember this. This is just I'm deriving. You need to remember the final formula. This is 2na plus n into n minus 1 d by 2, which implies this is nothing but if you take n common, n by 2 common, by 2 into this is 2a plus n, sorry, plus n minus 1 d. This is your formula. That is sum of nth terms of an AP is given by this formula. Now this can also be written as, sum can also be written as, if you can see that this is n by 2, you can write it as a plus n minus 1 b. I'm just writing 2a, a and a. Now if you see this, this is nothing but this is my nth term. This is my first term. So I can write it as, this is n by 2 a plus nth term. This is sum. S represented by S of n. This is n. S of n is n by 2 to a plus nth term. So this is nth term. Sum of nth term is this. Now there is one more good property of nth term. That is you take nth term. So this is nth term. You write the formula as n by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. The sum of nth term, where series is a plus a into a, then a plus d, a plus 2d. The last term is a plus n minus 1 to d. For this series I am writing. Now suppose I need to calculate till, this is sum till nth term. This is sum of this whole. Now suppose I need to calculate till this much only, n minus 1th term, not this. This is my n minus 1 term. This is my nth, sum till nth term. So sum till n minus 1th term. Sum till n minus 1th term. You can write in place of n, you can write n minus 1. A plus, this is n, in place of n, you can write n minus 1. This is n minus 1 minus 1 d. Nothing but n minus 1 by 2 into a plus n minus 2 into d. Now, what if I subtract these two equations? So subtracting this 2 will give Sn minus S of n minus 1. What will it will give me? So if you write this n by 2, sorry, this is 2. This is 2. Sorry. 2a plus n minus 1d. 2a plus n minus 1d. This 2a plus n minus 1d. This is 2 of a plus n minus 1 d minus of n minus 1 by 2 2a plus n minus 2 d minus 2d. Now if you open this, So this is nothing but this is a of n plus n into n minus 1 d by 2, and here it is minus of 2a n minus 1 minus of n minus 1 by 2 into n minus 2 into d. Now here this is a into n plus this is n square d minus n d by 2. This is minus 2an plus 2a. This is again minus so this is my by 2. This is by 2. This will become minus an, and this is minus plus 2a by 2. This is nothing but 2 only. 2, and this, if you open, this is nothing but n square minus 3n plus 2 d by 2. So this minus an and plus an gets cancelled. This is nothing but this is n square d by 2 minus n d by 2 plus a minus n square d by 2 plus 3n d by 2 minus 2 into gets cancelled 1 and minus d. So from here what you get is this n square d, this n square d gets cancelled, and if you this 3n d by 2, and if you add this, this is nothing but this will become d. Now I have done something wrong. N minus 1d, n minus 2d, this is 2d, and n by 2. N minus nd by 2, this will become this, and minus this will become this, and this is n minus 1, n minus 2d. Write this minus n square plus 3n by 2 minus 2d by 2, which is nothing but d only. So sorry, this, if you subtract this from this, so this is nothing but a minus nd and d by 2. This is nothing but a plus this 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is 2 by 2, 2 by 2 is 1, so this is nd minus d, which is, you can write it as nothing but this is that is Sn minus S of n minus 1 equal to a, if you see that this and this plus nd, so this is a plus this is n minus 1 d, nothing but this is nth term. So sum till nth term minus sum till n minus 1 term will give me nth term, and this is the logic also says this. Suppose 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, if I add till 5 and subtract till the series sum till 4, I will definitely get this 5 only, which is my nth term. Nth is here, n minus 1 is here, so if I subtract this, so I will definitely get my nth term, which is also proved from this logic. So the two basic formula you have studied. This is nothing but this is your basic formula. Now some question based on this is that just this there was one question I have initially taken, that is suppose someone father give him 5 rupees, then next day he give him 15 rupees, then 25 rupees, then 35 rupees, and so on. Then what will be his child income in 30 days? 30 days. So what we will do is, see from here the difference, you see this is 10, here is also difference is 10, this is 10, this will form an arithmetic progression. Since this is an arithmetic progression, you can from the series you can see that this first term is 5. Common difference is 10, that is 15 minus 5, or even 25 minus 15 or 35 minus 25. So means this is 10. Now, what is, see, you need to find the total income till 30 days. In 30 days. So what is sum till nth terms given by n by 2? This is 2 of a, 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, what is given? This is 30 till 30 days. You need to find the sum 30 days, which implies that the value of n is nothing but 30. So if you put this value of 30, so this is s of 30, you nothing but 30 by 2 into 2 into a. This is 2 into a, nothing but a is 5 plus n minus 1. This is 30 minus 1 into d is 10. This is 15. This is 5 to the 10 plus 29 into 10 is 290. So this is nothing but 15 into 300. So this is 45. This is rupees 45. And this is in rupees, everything is rupees. So rupees 4500 is his monthly income. If his father pays him 5 rupees on first day, 15 rupees on second day, 25 rupees third day, fourth day he gives him 35 rupees, and so on. So in the end of the month, that is in 30 days, he will be able to earn rupees 4500 in total. This is the answer. This is the answer. Now there is one more series you need to know, though I have used it earlier. Suppose the series is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a series. You can see that the common difference is 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, 5 minus 4 is 1. So this is my arithmetic progression, which implies this is my arithmetic progression. And from here you can directly see that the first term is 1. Common difference d is also 1. This is 3 minus 2 or 2 minus 1 is 1. Now if you need to find the nth term, sum till nth term. So sum till nth term is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So if you substitute the formula, this is I need to calculate till nth term only. For this series, particular series, this is 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 1. Now if you open this is nothing but n by 2. This is 2 plus n minus 1. So this minus 1 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So from here you can get that the sum of nth term for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. This is just suppose that this is given that the first term is 1, second term is 5, then 9, then 13, and so on. And one of the term, it is given that one of the term is, suppose you can say this is 25. Suppose one of the term is 25. And find which term is 25 from the series. So which term is 25 from the series? So this is my first term. So this is my A, and it is given that this is arithmetic and no need to every time verify. So the A and common difference is nothing but you take 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. This is my common difference. And now what is given, that my nth term is given to me, that is 25. Nth term to me is given to me, which is 25. Now what is the value of n? You need to find the value of n, that is n equal to what? So by applying the formula, basic formula, that is A of n is nothing but A plus n minus 1d. If I substitute the value of n as 25 and value of A as this 1, and n I don't know, so I need to calculate the value of n, and d is already going to be 4. So which implies that if you write 4 and this n minus 1 equal to 25 minus 1 is nothing but 24, and this 4 and the 4 6 is 24, which implies that n minus 1 equal to 6, which implies that n equal to 6 plus 1 equal to 7. So this is my 7th term will be 25. Now even if you can verify, this is 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. 17 plus 4, 21. And 21 plus 4, this is 25. What is this term? This is my first term. This is my second term. This is my third term. This is my fourth term. My fifth term. This is my sixth term. And this is my seventh term. So directly I have been able to calculate the term. Even by this also, even by doing this also, the examiner can give a question like, he will give you the sum till nth term, and first term in sum till nth term is given. You can even be given the series, so you can even get the value of a and value common difference, and sum is given, and from that you need to calculate the value of n. And so by using this sum formula, you can calculate the value of n. Now one more thing I need to say, that suppose this is my increasing, I have already taken increasing, suppose I will take my decreasing term. This is 10, first term is my 10, then it is 8, then it is 6, and so on. This is given to me an AP. So this is given to me, this is my first term, this is a equal to 10, and the common difference is nothing but 8. This is second term minus first term, nothing minus 2. Consider this is minus 2. So my series decreasing series. Decreasing series is the next term is less than previous term. You see that this next term is 8 is less than 10. And here also this is 6 is less than 8. This is my decreasing AP. This is arithmetic progression. Now I need to find the first negative term. Find first negative term. Now how will I be able to calculate first term? This we will take this nth term. I need the formula. I know the formula nth term. This is a plus. I will write the formula first. 1 into d. Now this is given that, let's suppose my n is my first, nth term is my first negative term. Since this is negative, how will you denote this negative? How will you denote this negative? This is less than 0. I will just equate to this null less than 0, which implies that a value of a, you can take it as my 10, and you don't know what is value of d. This is minus of 2, less than 0, which implies that this is 10. If you open this bracket, this is nothing but this has become minus of 2n plus minus and minus plus 2, less than 0. And if you calculate this, is nothing but minus 2n is less than minus 10 minus 2 is nothing but this is minus 12, which implies that minus 2n is less than minus 12, which implies that if you divide it by minus 2n, so if you are dividing with minus 1, this equality sign will change. So this will become n greater than minus 12 by minus 2. This is nothing but 6, which implies that n is greater than 6. Now since n is greater than 6, so n is in the integer term, so n will be 7, and which will be my first negative. I need to find the first negative. If I will to find second negative term, I will be, this is my n equal to 1, 7, and n equal to 8 will be my second negative term. Then now I need to find the first negative term. So I know the value of n. This is my seventh term will be negative. So I need to find the value of an. So value of an for value of n equal to 7 is given by this is a plus n minus 1d, and value of a is given, this is 10. This is 7 minus 1, and d is minus 2. So this is minus 2. So 10 plus this is 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 into this is minus 12. Minus 12. This is minus 2. Now even if you complete the series, that is 8, 6, this is 4. Then the next will be 2. This is 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And 0 minus 2 is minus 2. So if you see this series, this is my first term. This is my second term. This is my third term. My fourth term. This is my fifth term. This is my sixth term. This is my seventh term. You can see that from here that the first negative term is minus 2, which is seventh term from the starting of the series. Now why I am saying starting of the series, because the question might come from that if the series had 10 terms, find the first negative term from the last one, or from the given series, what is the position of certain term. He will give you certain term from the last. What is the logic behind this? I will not give you a question. What is the logic behind this? Is that suppose as my first term, I am writing term, my second term, this is my third term, this is my fourth term, my fifth term, This is my sixth term, this is my seventh term. Seventh term. Now, what is third term position with respect to last? So from first it is third position, and from last you can say that from last this is first, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. This is my fifth position from last term, and third position from first term. How I what is the logic behind third and fifth is that any term position of last term. So I will LP. If I will this L of n, this is from position of term from last term. This is nothing but the normal position is n plus 1 minus number of terms and number of position. Because if this is I like p, so n plus 1 minus p. Suppose the value of n from here, suppose that the value of n is 7. I have taken 7, so this is my total terms is 7. And position p, just I want to find the third position. That is third. What is the third number position from the last? So third number will be third position from first position, and total number will be number of terms are 7. So if I write this L of p, so this is nothing but L of p, L of n, and n value of n is n equal to 7. So this is 7 plus 1 minus 3. This is nothing but 8 minus 3, nothing but 5. And this 5 you have, this is here and here. This is the value of the number with respect to the last term. So this is my answer. Only this much will be using the basics, and so this is basic of AP, and then you can see my next lecture for examples and exercises. Thank you.